I'm Samantha Harrison with Yoga Strong Studio, and today we are going to move through a short practice that is really going to break down and prepare you for side plank. This is a really challenging arm balance that requires a lot of single arm strength, stability, and also the strength of our obliques. So we're going to do a lot of different movements, but within a reasonable amount of time, 15 minutes or so, that are going to prepare you to work on your side plank. You don't need any props at all for this practice. We're going to start lying on our back. So go ahead and come to lie down. Pausing right here, and just allow yourself to settle into the floor for a few moments, feeling the imprint that your back is making into the ground. We'll take 3 deep breaths together, taking a nice full deep breath in. Let it out. One more time, breathe in. Let it go. And then now start to gently turn your head side to side, checking in with your neck. And let's take a big full body stretch. Reach your arms, stretch out through the legs, lengthen from fingertips to toes. And then we'll go into our side stretch. Slide your feet over to the right, left leg on top. Catch your left wrist and stretch on over to the side. So it's like you're making a banana stretch and you're getting this big stretch through your lats and through your rib cage. Breathe right there. On your next inhale, come back to the center and then over to the other side, sliding your feet, right leg on top, catching that wrist, and again, stretch over. Take a deep breath. An inhale to come back to the center. As you exhale, hug your knees in toward you, curl your head up, getting a little stretch in your back. And then lowering your head and shoulders back down. Keep your knees in, but let's take our arms out to a T and turn your palms down. Now have your knees go right over your hips, squeeze your legs toward each other, and push your hands and the backs of your shoulders down. Then slowly allow your knees to go to the left, just a little bit, but keeping the opposite shoulder, that's your right, down. And then back up. And then over to the right, keeping the left shoulder down and up. And we'll keep going side to side like this. So this is getting a twist, rotation in our spine. I just had a little back pop there that felt pretty nice. But it's also beginning to work our obliques, our core, just a little bit here. Remember to breathe. I like to exhale as I'm coming back to the midline. Inhaling, going over. Exhaling, coming up. And then the next time that you're over to the left, let's keep our knees all the way over. Let your knees go all the way to the floor. It's okay if your right shoulder comes up, but maybe you try to keep it down. Left hand can come onto that top leg and look to the right. And just breathe right here, getting this twist, this stretch in your back. Take another breath. And then go ahead and slowly come back up. And then allow your knees to go over to the right. As you turn your head to the left, right hand can hold that top leg, drawing it in. Dropping that left shoulder down. Take another deep breath right here. And then slowly come all the way back up. And now from here, we're going to set our feet down. We're going to let our left leg go at a diagonal, left arm at a diagonal. So we're going to begin to warm up our obliques with a little bit of diagonal core work. So right arm's going to reach up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to do a diagonal sit up. Come up onto your elbow. Hug the shoulder in so we're not sinking down. We're pushing into the floor, hugging it in, reaching the right arm up. And then lower back down. Let's just do 2 more like that. Exhale as you do that diagonal sit up onto the elbow. And then lower down with control. 1 more time. Exhale as you come up. And lower. Now, either stick with that option Or option 2 is going to be as you come up to the elbow, can you try to lift your leg and reach for your foot? It's a fun little challenge. Exhale, coming up and lowering. 3. We're going to go for 2 more like this. Exhale. Last time. And down. Good. And then lower that arm. Set both feet on the ground. We're going to do bridge pose in between. Feet hip width apart. Lift your hips. Squeezing your glutes. Stabilizing right here. Take another breath. And then lowering down. Other side, right leg is going to go at the diagonal, right arm to the side, left arm up, breathe in. Breathe out, diagonal, sit up to the elbow, just the elbow, and down. Just 2 more like this. Making sure, once again, that we're pushing the elbow into the ground pushing away from us, so our shoulder is drawing down away from our ear. Either stay there or let's start to lift the foot for 5, 4, remember to breathe, exhale, 2, last one, and down, and then lower everything down. One more round of bridge pose, squeeze your glutes, take another breath. Then let's reach the arms up, lift your heels, roll down your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, big full body stretch. Exhale, we're going to do a seated roll up, chin towards your chest and roll yourself up. Oh wow, look at the sun coming in. Take another breath here. And then we're going to come up and now pivot to all 4s here. So we might have some weird shadows of the plants in a funky way on the wall, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to dig it. I'm going to keep going. Let's go into cat and cow. Inhale. Exhaling to round. Since side plank, we're on our hands. Let's warm up our wrists, so turn the fingers away from one another. Round your back. Do that again, but turn the fingers back towards your knees. Cat and cow like that. Rounding, and then come back to the center. From here, take your hands forward, then head back to a child's pose for a moment, sitting your hips back, let your head rest. Take a couple deep breaths here. Breathing into your lower back, into your sides. And then on your next inhale, slowly come forward into a knee down plank. So knees are a little bit behind your hips actually. Push the ground away. When we're in this knee plank, we're not letting our hips drop. So use your core to lift yourself up. We're doing shoulder taps here. So we're going to bring our right hand to our left shoulder and then back down. Left hand, right shoulder, and down. Keep going like this, but try to go slow and controlled. So not going really fast like this. I want you to go slow and controlled, working all those shoulder stabilizer muscles. Also, we want to avoid rocking side to side. Remember to breathe. One more time each way. And then sit back into your child's pose. Maybe give your wrist a little bit of a break. Take a deep breath right here. Adding on. We're going to come forward again. This time we're going to go into a knee down side plank. So bring your knees a little closer together. And then start by just simply taking your feet and swinging them over to the right. Stay like that, so you're in this kind of crunched up position. And then left hand to right shoulder. And now take your left leg, extend it back, left arm up. This shoulder, we want to make sure here that you have space between your shoulder and your ear, and you're hugging that shoulder into the socket. Take a breath. Coming out of it the same way we came, bring your leg in. Top hand down to your shoulder, unwind, and then hand to the ground. Nice and controlled. Let's do it again. Again, bring the knees in. Right hand to the shoulder. Spin the feet and the knees. It's a little tricky. Right leg extends, right arm up. Breathe. The leg comes back. Hand to the shoulder. Pivot around. Let's do it one more time each way. So let's spin our feet. Left hand to the shoulder. Open up, left arm reaching up, left leg out. Also want you to imagine that your hip here is pulling up toward the ceiling. You're not dipping down. And then let's reverse it. Leg in, hand to shoulder, rewind, hand down. Other side, spin the feet, right hand to the left shoulder, extend the leg, reach the arm. You're radiating out through all of your limbs. And then hand comes down, knee comes in, and pivot. Take a child's pose and rest. One more breath. So the side plank on your knees is always a great option. It's a good place to start out as you're building that stability. And let's come forward now into a downward dog. Pedal through your feet. So now we're going to start to add on, but you can always do the knee down version. So now let's shift into a plank. Again, this could also be on our knees. And then if you're in a high plank, take your feet a smidge wider. Spin your heels to the right, your 10 toes to the left, but your chest is facing down, so you're not turning your chest off to the side. And then over the other way. Breathe right here. Do it a couple more times. If you're on your knees, you can do this. Rolling slowly, side to side, or you're rolling here on your feet. One more time each way, and left. And then lower your knees and take a rest. Whew. That'll definitely build some heat in your body. Hopefully you're feeling that. I know I certainly do. Now, we're about to start to take this into our full side plank, all right? So we're going to go slow, just like we did in the knee side plank, and you can always do it on the knees. Otherwise, let's go ahead, come to down dog. Take a breath. Inhale into a plank and pause. Spin the heels to the right, all 10 toes left, pause. Now, left hand, right shoulder, pause, stabilize. Turn your chest and lift the arm up. Imagine we've got a string lifting up from that hip. Hold, breathe, and then lower, hand to the shoulder. Come back into your plank, hand down. That's hard, I know, you're doing great. Spin your heels to the left, right hand to the shoulder, and then lift the arm up. Breathing here. Hand to the shoulder, spin your feet, hand coming down. Lower your knees. How did it go? Did you do a side plank? I definitely want to hear about it if you did for the first time. But even if you didn't and you were on your knees, you can do this practice to work on building all of these little shoulder stabilizers and the strength of your obliques and your core. All right, let's take another child's pose. Breathe right here. And then come forward. Find your downward dog. And this time, walk your feet to your hands. Hang out in your forward fold. Enjoy a stretch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle the arms out and reach up. Exhaling the hands to heart center. So now we're going to do a short sequence that's going to combine some of what we worked on and also attempt our side plank one more time. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you fold. Right foot back, left foot back, downward dog. Inhale, shift into a plank. High or low, spin your heels to the right, all 10 toes left. Left hand to right shoulder, stabilize. Turn your chest, reach your arm up, you've got it. Hug this shoulder in. Take another breath. Hand comes down, pivot, and other side. Spin the heel, right hand, turn, reach up, breathe in, breathe out, hand comes down, pivot, lower to the ground, 5, 4, we could be on our knees, 3, 2, and 1. Just one cobra. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, back down. Big push up. Find your downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths. Slowly walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle the arms out, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, reach wide, fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Left foot back. Breathe in. Breathe out, right foot back, downward dog. Inhale to your plank. Spin the heels to the right paws. Left hand, right shoulder, stabilize. Again, we can always do this with our knee down. Turn and open. Breathe right here. Take another breath. Hand down, pivot, lower the hand. Now spin the heels to the left, right hand to your shoulder, open and reach. Again, we can always take this knee down. Take another breath. Right hand to the shoulder, hand down, lower the knees, and then come down to the floor. Slow and steady. One cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Big push. Child's pose. Sit your hips back. Hey, turn your palms up just to give your hands and your wrist a little break. Slow your breathing down. And then walk your hands in and go ahead and have a seat. Sit tall. Notice how you feel. Acknowledge what you've accomplished. Acknowledge your own strength. Having gratitude for where you are on your path, on your journey, for all that your body can do. Acknowledge your own power. Hands to heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light that's within you. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope this was helpful. I would love to see you in class here at Yoga Strong, or you can join us virtually. Have a great day.